I am going to go over kind of a little quick overview of Lightroom Classic, really going over how to create your contact sheets, and this is how I really want you to submit pretty much all of your images. If I want you to submit another way, I will let you know in the project or assignment. But for the most part, I want to be able to know, first of all, that you were the one that took the image. So there's a way that you can show that. And you can also put your exposure information on each individual image, which is really great for me, as well as you to learn what you're doing. So this is how you're going to do that. Now, this is Lightroom Classic. So the LRC icon looking like this down here. So that's the app that you're going to want to use. Now, pretty much what I'm going to go over here is you can import images this way. So you do have this button down here at the bottom. Now, there is a lot in Lightroom, so we're not going to be using every single thing. So I'm just going to go over what you're going to need to know. So you are in your library module. This is where you can look through and organize and create collections, which is what I like to do for all of your images. If you're already a photographer, you probably already know about all of this and how many images you can end up with. So it's very important that you stay organized. So you can import those images here. I have a quick collection, so where I have gone and just selected by just selecting this little dot up in the upper right hand corner, and it's create this quick collection just to kind of throw these images in here. I just got some random stuff here. So what I'm going to do now is, say you have this collection and you have a whole bunch of images that you would like to submit. We're going to get these all on one sheet. So here's how we're going to do that. We do have these different models up here at the top. You have develop, where you have to select an image, and this is going to be how you kind of edit those images here. We're not really going over that yet, so I'm not going to get into that yet. What I'm going to get into right now is you have your print option here. Now, we are not going to print anything, but I'm going to show you how to make your contact sheet that way. So right now, I'm going to select the images that I'd like to use. I'm going to hold down Shift and select. And these are kind of white here, so I know they are selected. And then I'll hit Print up here at the top. And I've already gone through and kind of played with this, so yours might look a little different. But you can choose how you want these images to show on the page. You can create margins, which I've already done here. I would encourage you can stick with a small margin like this, 0.25 inches. And then you have your page grid options. So if there is an assignment where you have to submit a lot of images, I would say do not go any more than 3 images per page, just so I can ensure that I can really see that image really well. Any more than 3 on a page, and it might be a little bit more difficult where I have to zoom in and things like that. So I think this is ideal. If you have some really nice images or a case where there's only 3 images to submit for an assignment, you can simply just put 1 image per page if you would like, and that would just create a 3-page PDF. So here we go. So this is how you control that. You have your rows, so you see that, and I'm going to stick with 3 rows and just 1 column down. And we're going to go on down here. You can also change your cell spacing. So if you see how that is, that just creates space between each image. That's not really necessary for the most part. You can have them butted up next to one another if you like. All right, so the next part of this that I really want you to have is your identity plate. So right here you can specify what you want it to say. There is identity plate and watermarking. You might have to go ahead and create your signature here, I'm not sure. And then you would select the watermarking option, and you can select your signature or you can edit your watermarks right here so that you can, this is how you would edit and tell it to put your name or whatever you want to be down there. I would recommend for this class your name here. You can also, if you happen to have a file of your signature, that always looks really cool too. If you want to do that, you can absolutely play with this and make this look like you want it. So we have that. And the other part that you absolutely need to have is going to be your photo information. So I will be able to tell really quickly just by looking at the image if it's the right exposure, but to ensure I know exactly what your exposure settings were on your camera, you can put that here. And so here where it says photo info, you would check that. I want you to go down to edit here. And this is a little bit crazy looking, but all I want you to do is give me the exposure. We're gonna do, we'll do it right here. So your ISO speed rating, you can go ahead and select that, and you can just insert that here. And then just down here, I'm going to tell it to give me the exposure information and insert that here. So yours should look like this. If you have exposure first and then ISO, that's fine too. But this is going to show, you see right up here, it's going to show your exposure information. I'm going to click done here just to show you that. And so then you will see right down here at the bottom, you see your name in the corner of the image, and then you see your exposure information down here for each image. So that's going to be great for me, and I absolutely need that in order to grade your images in your assignments. And that's all you need to do here for now. If I need to go over anything additional, I will put in some more videos. So then you're going to go to printer, and yours might look a little bit different than mine if you have a PC, but for the most part it should look very much the same. So we're actually not printing this, remember, but will have you go down here where it says PDF in the lower left hand corner, and then you can tell it to save as a PDF. I would like you to name it. You can put the assignment name here, and then maybe an underscore with your name in that file name. We'll save that. And it will create a PDF. And this is what your PDF should look like. And so most of the time that's what you're going to be submitting to me. Sometimes this might be a multiple page PDF. In this case it's just one. We just have 3 images on one sheet.